Okay, welcome. This morning we have Damon Tyndall from We Video Promos. This message really does go out to Perry Cross from the Perry Cross Foundation and Kimberly from Pro Media. We thought we'd have a little bit of fun this morning and put to you a great concept that we've come up with in the way of the Just Imagine campaign. It's a great campaign, but before we do kick that off, I just want to ask Damon a few questions of exactly where he sees all this going and what actually made him start what he's actually doing at the moment. Damon, all yours, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Werner. Well, certainly we're very, very excited for our future, but I think it's important to get perspective about where we've come from. We Video Promos has been one of the fastest growing video production and digital media companies on the Gold Coast and in Brisbane. We've been fortunate enough to work with some amazing clients in a short period of time. My personal background was in digital media and SEO, and over the last 12 months or so we've transitioned our business because of the demand from our clients into corporate video production, promotional video and so on. So as part of that process, we've been able to work, as I said, with some amazing clients. We've had a partnership with the Gold Coast Business Excellence Awards. We've worked with the likes of KPMG Australia, Gold Coast and Queensland Airports, Orbitz Elevators, who has just won the Telstra Queensland Business of the Year. We've worked with a whole host of amazing companies, both on the Gold Coast and in Brisbane, including with Steve Baxter, from Shark Tank fame and Transition Level Investments in Brisbane. So yeah, some great clients. But what we've been looking for is a point of difference, something that sets us apart from our competition. In an increasingly crowded marketplace competing for the same dollar, we've been looking at some ways to be able to move our business forward and create that point of difference and really scale our business to the next level and take it national and then international. So when obviously as our national sales and marketing manager, you're talking to a lot of businesses that are looking for brand ambassadors or celebrity endorsements. Mate, just touch on a couple of the experiences that we've had over the last couple of days.
Yeah, definitely. But just before I do kick off on that, Damon, I must say that since working with you as your National Sales and Marketing Manager, I found you to be very entrepreneurial and a very deep thinker in relation to the path that we're actually taking at the moment. It's actually Damon's idea for the Brand Ambassador Program, and what I have been finding over the last several months is that there is a huge lack in the marketplace where people are requiring that edge. And what I mean by that edge is the Brand Ambassador Program. We've got some exciting people coming on board, some international, some very famous Australians, being a sports person, being a business person, being business owners, and just entrepreneurial people just in their own right. But what I do see happening in the future, especially with our association with the Perry Cross Foundation, is another point of difference. You know, we're a marketing company, a digital marketing company, we're a brand ambassador company that can supply any company, any person at any time. They do not have to be sworn and owned by that particular company. They might want to use 3 or 4 different people.
Absolutely.
You know, Damon. But with what I have found since I have been in with We Video Promos is that there is a huge shortfall in professionalism in this industry. You know, it's a little bit different to having a camera and going out there and taking footage to actually having a really good camera and having a really good eye for really good vision. And I think, Damon, with what you've done with the Gold Coast Excellence Awards over the last 12 months, it's a credit to you, mate, to
Thanks,
you and
mate.
you and your team.
Yeah.
And team being the operative word there. One person can't do it all. And Damon, you have been doing it all up until I actually turned up, mate. Yeah. And I think we've worked hand in hand and
Absolutely.
worked very, very, very well together, mate.
Absolutely.
As you know, I'm a bit of a dreamer. Dreamers make things happen. Always have been a dreamer. Pez, you know exactly what I'm talking about with, you know, the Rebel Run, the book, all of those things that we've done over the years. Now we have something that we can actually move forward with. Perry, I'm really excited about what we can do in the future. Basically, you have your own video company at your disposal. Now, in saying that, Perry, you have final say with every type of footage we have. You don't want to show it, we won't show it. You don't want to say it, we won't say it at all. But what we do want to get across, Perry, is your message. After I spoke to you, mate, last week, and you said we need to raise $6 million, well, we're on your page, bud. We want to raise $6 million using the most influential people, whether they are sports people, whether they are business people, we don't care. But we've got to do it in the right way, the correct way. And if that means pulling on heartstrings, well, I think we should pull on heartstrings as well. What do you think, Dave?
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more. We've obviously been masterminding and talking about some great ideas, and we'll touch on the Just Imagine campaign in a moment, which was your fantastic idea, Werner. But just to obviously, Kimberly, give you a bit of a background to what we discussed the other day. Obviously, the whole idea of our program, our brand ambassador program called We Star Promos, is that from every single engagement that we get between a celebrity talent, whether, as you said, whether it's a famous Australian sports person, business leader, entrepreneur, social influencer, entertainer, no matter what background they've come from, they're on our platform. We create that engagement between the celebrity talent, the brand ambassador, and then the business. From each transaction, 10% from each transaction will go to a non-profit organisation. The non-profit organisation that we've chosen as our primary non-profit is obviously the Perry Cross Spinal Research Foundation. So as I explained the other day, Kimberly, in some cases, and we discussed too, Perry, in some cases it's going to be celebrities that are already attached to certain non-profits. They may want to contribute to those non-profits, but what we want to do is raise the profile for the Perry Cross Foundation and also raise a lot of funds through each engagement. So as I said, we've had some great ideas. What we're doing is, you'll see in the document that I'm providing you, you'll see it outlined exactly how it's going to work with We Star Promos. But our launch is January 2020, so we've got a lot to roll out. We've already got the foundations in place. We've got our branding and marketing done, and now we're in the process of developing our website platform. But what we're really, really excited about is...
Are we excited,
mate,
Damon?
We're excited. The Just Imagine campaign, we think this can be something that really creates a lot of momentum for the foundation and really generates a lot of fundraising activity. So we're back over to you if you can touch on what the Just Imagine campaign is.
Would love to. Now I'm just going to slow it down a little bit here for you, Perry and Kimberly. Basically, the Just Imagine campaign is an idea that came to me very quickly after Perry sent me a video in relation to the American gun shooting video, or whatever it is that you sent to me, Perry, that you said that was very powerful, and you wanted to emulate something as powerful as that video. I think I have come up with it, and it's called Just Imagine. Just Imagine lends itself to many, many, many different things. You and I have had this conversation years ago, Perry, where a person in a wheelchair up on the boardwalk, unable to get to the water with his family, looking at his family, sitting hundreds of meters away from his family, and a caption coming up going, "Just imagine." There are so many different other scenarios in relation to that. I think Just Imagine is a very powerful way of saying, oh my God, could you imagine being in that situation? Just Imagine could also be used going, oh my God, we have found a cure for paralysis. Just imagine, we've actually done it. Yeah. So I think by celebrities looking down the barrel of the camera saying, just imagine, and us placing the footage with the Just Imagine campaign wording, I think is so powerful, Perry. But again, we can't explain everything to you today. As you would be well aware, we are meeting next week, and I am busting out of my boots to actually give you a full presentation on the Just Imagine campaign rather than me spilling the beans to you right now.
Absolutely, and we've just on that point, we're so excited about the potential for this campaign. But obviously, at the end of the day, you know, we're wanting you, Perry, Kimberly, to be on board and to work. You know, to make this work, we need to work together as a team to pull this off. And part of that process, obviously, as you touched on, is getting some celebrities looking down the camera and saying, "Just imagine, just imagine," and that's critical. But we also want to get paralysis sufferers that are also looking, sufferers that are of paralysis looking down the camera and saying, just imagine. We want to get little children looking down the camera and saying, just imagine. So it's about pulling together the community and being able to deliver a message that really hits home to people and gets them taking action.
And actually gets them thinking too.
Yeah.
And I think, Damien, you've hit it right on the nail. This is a community feel. It can be an Australian feel or it could be a global feel. Because I think just imagine, look, we've all said it. Oh God, just imagine being in that situation. Or just imagine the day they cure cancer. Just imagine the day they cure paralysis. Just imagine the day Perry could probably walk again.
Yeah.
That's the type of story that we want to portray. Now, it's just not a one-off. This can be used over and over and over again, however, relaying a different story, different scenario. It can be used in the favourable and it can be used in the negative. We at We Video Promo would like to be seeing it used, of course, in the positive. Speaking to your doctors or your professors or your scientists, whatever they are. And I'm pretty sure we'll be meeting them whilst we are videoing. But Pez, I'm really excited about this, mate. I think we've jumped on your boat, and I know your boat's to make a difference, mate. And I'm really proud. I know Damon is really
Absolutely.
proud to have met you, mate.
Definitely.
And after being with Damon and We Video Promo, it's not that I've educated Damon on the importance of collaborating with the charity. I think he's always known that. But since my nagging and my influence and of course me knowing you and our history, I think Damien thinks that this is probably one of the best charities that we could be part of, and that's because of you, mate, and all the hard work that you've done to date with all of your gala nights, your lunches, and your endless, tireless fundraising. So Pez, you have, as far as I'm concerned, I think the same with you, Damon, you have us at your disposal, mate. We will do whatever it is that you want us to do. We will not do anything that you do not want us to do. You have final say in everything in relation to footage. Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Thanks, Perry, and thanks, Kimberly. And I suppose just to wrap up, what I would like to say is, as I said to you the other day, Kimberly, is that we've got some of the best videographers on the Gold Coast and Brisbane and also in Australia. We're setting up strategic partnerships with video production agencies across Australia. So, Perry, wherever you're delivering your message, we can get that on video. As I said, Kimberly, we can cut up different versions of say, the Just Imagine campaign or any of the footage that we get, and that can be used to create a social media campaign as well. So we're happy to work hand in hand to make sure that we get the footage and we get the message out there. As I also said the other day, we're very respectful of your donation and membership base. We obviously want to work with you hand in hand to create goodwill ongoing with that particular membership base. We think it's something that we can, through We Star Promos and the Perry Cross Foundation, work hand in hand with your membership base to help get the message out there as well,
and your
to raise
vision,
funds.
mate. And your vision.
And your vision, absolutely. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching our little video. It'll be accompanied by the proposal document. And may I let you sign off?
Mate, I'm feeling very important talking into this microphone that is connected to absolutely nothing. However, we thought we'd have a little bit of fun this morning, Pez, because that's exactly what it has to be, fun. Well done, mate. Love
Thanks,
you, mate.
guys.
Love
Thank
you, mate.